Hi everyone, happy Thursday to you. I'm excited to come back to you via video. It's been a little bit of time, but I'm back with my trusty selfie stick. It's real formal around here. But I want to communicate with you about sort of this whole business of personal growth. And I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking that there are sort of myths, some sort of widespread myths about how personal growth should feel, how it should go, how it works. And since I'm in the business, it's important to me that people sort of have a realistic, honest conversation about what real positive change looks like and the kind of work it takes and what you can expect from the process. So I'm going to do a series of videos where I'm just going to talk about what I believe are some of the biggest myths out there about this personal growth phenomenon that we're all talking about. So today, I'm going to start with myth number one, and that is that creating positive change in your life or embarking on personal growth, that it'll make you feel good. You know, I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, one of my favorite shows to watch was this show called Growing Pains. And as a child of the 70s and 80s, I would tune in every week to watch this show about a family and primarily, let's be honest, to kind of Google and at Kirk Cameron and his darling, crazy little curly hair. But it was just a good family-friendly show and had some good jokes, some good life lessons thrown in for good measure. A real popular family sitcom, and I never really thought much about it, other than Kirk Cameron, of course. But I was thinking about that show the other day, and I was thinking about the name of it, Growing Pains. And those two words have a whole lot more meaning to me now than they certainly did back when I was tuning into the show. So when we look at the words growing pains, I mean, gosh, is that to suggest that growth hurts? Well, again, I'm a life coach. I talk a lot about growth and how it's going to make people's lives better and more meaningful and happier. And, we're picturing you skipping through a field of daisies with a smile on your face. But the truth is, yeah, growth hurts. I don't know how many times I have people tell me, I don't know how you do what you do, Amanda. I mean, how do you sit and listen to people talk about their problems every day? And yeah, I do hear a lot of crying and venting and anger and frustration and disappointment. But what people don't understand is that I see all of that as amazing, beautiful, exciting growth. By the time someone decides to reach out to me, I already know that they're growing. That simple call or email says, something's going on in my life and it doesn't feel comfortable. It doesn't feel right. I think I want more. I deserve more. I want to be happy in this thing called life. And so if you're having some of that discomfort, you're having some of that pain, I encourage you to really not turn away from it because it's painful, but sort of be curious about it and look at it and think, is this telling me that I need to grow? And some of you may say, well, Amanda, thanks a lot, but I'm already reading the self-help books. I've already called a counselor. I'm seeing somebody. I'm going on, spiritual retreats. I'm doing this stuff. And guess what? I still don't feel good all the time. Well, I would say, congratulations. That means you're doing the work. You see, this thing called personal growth does not guarantee you a smooth, gentle, worry-free, problem-free life. In fact, a lot of times my clients have to go to even darker, scarier, more real places with me and in their initial stages of growth than they ever have before. But that's where we're transformed. And guess what? Sometimes growing requires some tough choices. Sometimes when you have increased self-esteem, you start feeling better about yourself and your worth and what you deserve in this life. Sometimes certain relationships don't serve us anymore, and we have to move away from toxic people. Or maybe you decide that you actually are more talented and capable than your current job will allow you to be. And so it takes work to move to something else. It's hard. You may disappoint people. You may have to work harder than you ever have in your life. This growth thing is not for the faint of heart, but it's worth it. Yes, you'll have bumps in the road. Sure, the days won't always go just like you want them to, but you'll have this deep knowing that you are moving closer and closer to living a life totally aligned with your passion and your purpose and just your inherent value, and you're going to shine brightly, even on those days where everything doesn't go your way. So, I look back, and Kirk Cameron and his family were onto something, whether my little junior high self knew it or not. Growing pains. Those two words do fit together more often than not. So if you want to embark on this journey of feeling better, more content, more fulfilled, be prepared for some discomfort. If I can be of any help to you on your journey, please let me know. If you're here in Austin, I can meet with you in person. If you're not in Austin, I also work with clients over the phone and email. Look me up at lifecoachamanda.com if you feel like I could be of help to you. And if you have any just general questions, please let me know. I will respond to you personally via email. Again, it's lifecoachamanda.com. And I'll be back with the next biggest myth about personal growth next week. And that is, all you have to do is think positively. Don't you just want to barf? Me too. More on that next week.